Announcement submission, correction and workflow tracking. The user needs to click on the Activity tab once he's added all the relevant information on all the tabs for the specific announcement. The user needs to make sure that the release date and time is in the future. The user will then select the next action. Because the instruction is still in the create phase, the user has the option to submit or to terminate the announcement. Should the user choose to continue, select Submit and then click on the Submit button. Under normal circumstances, the instruction will move to the new status and the JSE staff will be able to process it. Because we've added quite a large file to the submission, you'll see that the instruction has moved to the status called File Size Approval. You will remember from the documentation training video that a file will need file size approval if it exceeds a certain size limit. Once the size is approved by the JSE, it will then move to the next activity in the process. Once an announcement is submitted to the JSE for processing and dissemination, the user can track the progress of the announcement in the work list. The various items submitted by the user will be reflected under various headings in the work list, depending on the status of the item. As the item moves through the various stages, it will change status. The user can also determine what the various activities in the process are by selecting View Workflow in the grid. The system will open a new window displaying the activities that the announcement may or may not move through during the process based on the rules in the IR system. There are three process types: general, primary process, and the secondary process. The process will be determined based on the type of issuer on whose behalf the announcement is created for, as well as the announcement type and subtype. The window will reflect the legend at the top and then the generic workflow. The relevant activities for this instruction will be indicated by the blue flag. Once an activity is successfully completed, it will be indicated by a green tick. A grid reflecting the activities completed is depicted at the bottom of the screen. The grid includes the name of the person that completed the activity as well as the date and time the activity was completed. Therefore, the user can see exactly what stage the instruction is in. We now move on to announcement corrections. Once an announcement is disseminated and the user realizes that there is an error in the disseminated announcement, the user can submit an announcement correction. The user will access the system and select Submission and then Announcement Correction on the main menu. The announcement correction screen will be displayed. The purpose of this screen is to select the disseminated announcement that needs to be corrected. The grid will be populated with all the instructions submitted by the submitter company of the current logged-in user. The user will select the relevant item in the grid and then click on Submit. Only one item can be selected. The system will present the user with the initialization screen. The user can now start to create the new correct announcement through the normal process as discussed in the previous training videos. Please note that the user will need a new token for this replacement announcement. The user will select the issuer, add the token, select the instruments, and then click on Submit. The system will create the new announcement package and allocate a new unique number. The Activity tab will reflect the reference number of the announcement that will be corrected. The user will complete all the relevant information and submit the instruction to the JSE. Once the new announcement reaches the release date and time in dissemination status, the system will first send a cancellation announcement telling the market to cancel the original announcement, and then the replacement or correction announcement will be disseminated. This completes the series of training videos.